The Bills and Dolphins preview edition of the Stephie Smalls Show on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Underdog. Get up to a $1,000 deposit match when you sign up at UnderdogFantasy.com, promo code SMALLS. And I need you guys to do me a favor, but it also helps you. We're doing it big. Want to win free Stephie Smalls Show merch, a $50 NFL future bet of your choice from Circa, and a 30-minute Zoom with me to fix your fantasy football team, roast your league mates, or just vibe out and have a couple noons. Here's how. Leave us a 5-star review on Spotify, screenshot it, DM it to me on Twitter, and boom, you are in. Bonus entry, leave a comment on this YouTube video and DM us that screenshot as well. It's easy, it's fun, it makes us look cool to the algorithm gods, and it ends on July 30th. So don't wait, let's go.
Are you ready?
Hi, friends. From a bedroom floor, I was this close to canceling this episode, but we are not going to cancel the episode because we have to talk about the Bills. We have to talk about the Dolphins. First up, doing the Bills preview and futures episode with my new friend, Kevin. Kevin, how's it going?
I said, hey, what's going on today?
Oh, hey, I missed it. I'm like, hold on. One of us is frozen. I don't know who it is. Hi, how are you?
I was speaking before I was showing, apparently.
Yes. I think producer Ryan and I are still trying to figure out this whole restream biz. You are making a documentary about the Bills?
Yeah, it's a docu-series. It's called Just One Before I Die. We went into production. Been working on it for about a year and a half, but we went into production last August and filmed the entirety of the 2024 season through the eyes of fans, through the eyes of Bills Mafia. So we went all over the country with fans, and we're really hoping to tell the definitive story of Bills Mafia.
Yeah, I still have not made it to a Bills tailgate, and that really needs to be on my bucket list to happen sooner than later.
Yeah, I've been to about 28 stadiums right now. There's only a few more I need to check off. And obviously I'm biased. I grew up in Buffalo, in the city of Buffalo. But the tailgate scene there is just unparalleled. It's just not.
Have you been through a table?
No, I've said like maybe if we ever do finally win a Super Bowl, praise Josh Allen, that I maybe I would do it then. But I'm not one for like just purposely putting my body in harm's way.
Not something you're into.
But I appreciate my brethren who do on a regular basis for the cause. They do it for the cause.
So you've been to 28 stadiums. Give me your top 3 outside of the Bills stadium.
Outside of Orchard Park. Yeah. Okay. I mean, Green Bay obviously has a lot of history to it. That's a really cool place to go. The fans are super nice and super old. like the first thing we noticed, we got into our seats, and my buddy Jose, who's one of our fellow road trippers, like accidentally spilled his beer, and he goes, oh shit, and this like 85, I don't know if I can swear on this. This like 85-year-old woman turned around. Okay, thank you. Fuck yeah. This 85-year-old woman turns around. She goes, language, and we were just like, wow, we are somewhere different. But it's really cool to just visit Lambeau. And in Buffalo, the 85-year-old women are like they're swearing the most because they've seen it all. They've seen all that they've been down this road for a long time of torturous Bills fandom. But Lambeau is really cool because you can go for a nice like tour around there. So I really enjoyed that. I gotta give it up for Kansas City, as much as I obviously, as a Bills fan, absolutely hate the fucking shit out of the Chiefs. They are top tier tailgaters. I've been to 2 games. The first game I went to was a sort of pre-Mahomes era. They were still really hardcore. There are certain fan bases like yes, if you see a Chiefs fan, I live in Los Angeles. If you see Chiefs fans around here, these days they're probably bandwagons, but they've been riding hard for their team. The first tailgate party I went to there, it was like surf and turf. I will say I was there last year for the AFC Championship, and they've gotten a little cocky. I'm not gonna lie, they've got a little
Have
a
they?
lot cockier since the last time I was there. So a lot more shit talking than when I was there pre Super Bowl rings. But I get it. I get it at the same time. So that's 2 out of 3. New Orleans, for the
Ah,
city and the experience of going to the game, extremely nice fans. The only place we've ever been where like the opposing fans were not only not talking any trash whatsoever, they were literally thanking us for coming. Like that's it's just a city of hospitality.
I love it.
Um, and I just love New Orleans in general. So I gotta put New Orleans up there.
I haven't been to any of those, actually, shockingly. Those are like 3 that I have not been to. I think I'm gonna get to New Orleans this year. The Giants play them, so I think I will make my way down there.
Okay.
Also,
You're a
I love
Giants
a
fan.
place where you can get good food too, and that's like such a
Yes.
food city. So that's intriguing for me
Yes.
as well.
Yes. Great
I,
food, great music, great people.
I love how Lambeau is just in the middle of a neighborhood. It's like
It
just
is.
it's so funny to
Yeah,
me.
but yeah, Buffalo is very similar because it's out in like a
Is
pretty
it?
distant suburb. Yeah, it's very suburban rural. Like
I love it.
everybody's parking on like front lawns. I mean, that's why that's part of the reason why I think why Kansas City too is I think anywhere you get a stadium outside of the city, you're going to have better tailgating. Because you go to a place like Seattle and it's downtown,
Yeah.
and there's just not really any good tailgating because everyone's parking in like concrete lots, and it just sort of changes the
Mhm.
culture. There was a huge Buffalo is actually opening a new stadium, not this season, but the next season. They're building a stadium
Yeah.
directly across the street from where the current one is, and there was a huge debate in Buffalo leading up to that because a lot of people wanted to bring it downtown just to spur economic activity. Buffalo was a really
Yeah.
depressed city for many years, and downtown's starting to make a comeback. But there's a lot of, including the owner, a lot of love for keeping it out in Orchard Park, despite the fact that very people will know this. Orchard Park is in an area of Western New York called the Snow Belt. So it actually snows there like 10 times more than it does in the city of Buffalo. And they like it. These maniacs wanted, no, they're
They're
like, no, no,
sick fucks.
we're not going to build a roof on the new stadium. We want the snow. They think of it as a home field advantage. They like the culture of it. I was like, I'm soft. I moved out to LA. I've gone soft. I'm like, build a dome in downtown Buffalo so I can take the subway to the game and sit inside and be comfortable.
Yeah.
These maniacs were like, no. Like when it like I grew up in the city of Buffalo, and when there's a huge storm when I was growing up, our relatives would call, "You guys okay?" We're like, "There's 1 inch of snow on the ground." In Orchard Park, there's like 8 feet, and that's how they like it. That's how they like it.
Yeah. Talk to me about the Bills last season.
Mm.
Got to talk about the 2024 Bills.
Yeah, it's funny
And
because so we were filming this docu series, and obviously both as Bills fans and filmmakers were praying for a Super Bowl victory because
of
that
course,
would have been the fairy tale ending,
of
and
course.
obviously that did not happen. But it was like, honestly, it felt like it was the sort of second best case because it was just it felt like like a definitive Bills season, which is at least in the Josh Allen era, which is there's a little bit of doubt. There's some Bills fans have high expectations. I think we're winning the Super Bowl every year, even though we've never won a single Super Bowl. But there was some doubt from the national pundits. People thought the Jets and Dolphins might come up and knock the Bills out of first place in the AFC East for the first time in 4 or 5 years, right? And then the Bills started off 3-0, had a couple tough losses, bad one
Yeah.
in Baltimore, a close one in Houston, and then just went on a tear. I think we won like 7 or 8 games in a row.
Yeah.
Lost a game to the Rams out here where we still put up 42 points. It was absurd. I was at that game.
That's
Um,
awesome.
and by the end of the year, everybody they were really rolling, and you just felt this momentum, and everybody thought we're going to win the Super Bowl, at least in Buffalo. And then of course, the Chiefs got in our way, and we lost in heartbreaking fashion. And it felt like, no, 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 this is like that we captured what is a sort of the Bills experience, right, from beginning to end, which is like hopes are high, hopes are dashed, hopes get really high, hopes get hot, really, really high. Everyone can
Yeah.
feel it. No, no, this year is different. This year is different. This year is different. And then the same old shit happens, and we lose for the fourth time in the playoffs to the Chiefs. Now right up there in Bills' infamy with, of course, our 4 consecutive Super Bowl losses as well. So it was heartbreaking.
It kind of
It was
took a little
heartbreaking.
dark turn. That just got really somber there.
Yeah, it was hard. It was heartbreaking.
I'm
Like
sorry.
'cause I've been through all these games, but I never been to you snarl. I've been to every. Thank you. You're laughing at my pain. I'm glad my pain is good for
I
that.
shouldn't be laughing. Like, I'm not a Giants fan. Like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing right now. Sorry.
You guys have won a number of Super Bowls, and you'll appreciate this. We spent a good amount of time with Scott Norwood, who is an incredible human being. I
Yeah.
love the guy to death. I did a complete 180 on him. You know, a friend of mine did a Visa commercial with him, and you've probably seen it. There's this Bills commercial where these kids are sort of growing up through the decades, and at the end, the grandfather buys his kid a Norwood jersey, and my friend
Yeah.
is one of the lead actors in that. And I was like, I love this. He's not from Buffalo. I was like, I love this commercial, but nobody would ever buy their kid a Norwood jersey in Buffalo. Very unrealistic. He goes, that was Scott Norwood who was selling him the jersey. So I didn't recognize him. It was a little Easter egg.
Okay.
But anyway, that was my attitude towards Scott Norwood before I met him. We're text buddies now. We text all the time. He's the sweetest guy in the world. He went through some really dark times, obviously, but now he has a really good sense of humor about that Super Bowl. I mean, you'll appreciate this. Are you a New Yorker?
I'm like basically, I'm right over the line in Connecticut.
In Connecticut, okay. Well, we were spending the day with Scott in Virginia, and at one point he said to me, we were just having lunch after the interview. And we just come from New York. We were filming up in the city up in New York, and we just come down. And he said, really dryly, he said, "Yeah, everybody loves me up in New York for some reason." You know, so he's got a very good attitude. Apparently, he didn't go back to Buffalo for 10 years, even though the fans instantly forgave him. Another really beautiful moment in our series is after that Super Bowl. You know, I don't know if this would happen in any other city, but Buffalo is different. After the Bills lost that first Super Bowl, they held a rally in downtown Buffalo in front of City Hall at a place called Niagara Square. 50,000 Bills fans showed up after their team lost, after we lost, and they chanted, "We want Scotty, until he came out crying. It was a really beautiful moment. And I think that kind of tells you everything you need to know about Bills fans. You know, have always been like that, and always are. You know.
Yeah, I don't know any Bills fans that I'm like, that person sucks. Like they're all genuinely nice human beings who just want to see a Super Bowl. That's all they want. They just want to see their team win. They love their team. They go to games in the snow. They jump through tables. They just want to see their team win.
Just one before I die. That's the name of our series. Just one before I die.
Do you get one before you die, you think?
Do I? I don't know. I thought when the sort of tide turned with, obviously we had this 4 Super Bowl losses, or that team, faded. Then we had a nice run a little bit with Doug Flutie. Then we went 17 years without the playoffs. Then when the Bills kind of came back with the arrival of Brandon Beane as the GM and Sean McDermott as coach, and obviously Josh Allen as quarterback, a few years ago, I was not alone thinking like, oh my God, this is going to be a dynasty because I think the Bills in the 90s were a dynasty just without rings. I was like, this is going to be an actual dynasty. Like, we're going to win multiple Super Bowls with Josh Allen. And that's how I felt sort of when he was taking us to the AFC Championship in his like 3rd season. And now you're sort of going like, are we just fucking cursed or what? Like, and that's another thing we explore in this series. There's a lot of beliefs out there that the Bills Stadium was built on a Native American burial ground.
Yes.
There are all these stories about how we could possibly be cursed. And after the last 5 years, starting to think that. I mean, my dad had a shirt. This is where we got the title for our series. My dad had a shirt that said "Just One Before I Die." And he fucking died. He never saw it. My co-director's dad died, and our co-creator, his father died. So like, I'm not super old, but I'm not super young. I'm like middle aged, and now I think about that all the time. And that's why we're leaning so hard into the "Just One Before I Die" as our title, because like it really is. Yeah, it's a way of life in Buffalo. That's all anybody wants. Just we don't need three. We don't need three. Just one.
Yeah, just one. That's all we're asking for. That's it.
One.
And some of these teams get greedy, though. You win a bunch, and it's like, come on, like knock it off with the cockiness, all right, guys?
That's
like,
that's what annoyed me. That's what annoyed me about the Chiefs fans. I'm gonna throw a little shade their way because, like, they had just won 3 Super Bowls, including 2 in a row, and they were about to go to their 3rd one. And I was walking out of that stadium, and they're setting off fireworks and they're celebrating, obviously, which is great, which is what you should be doing. But then there's like pockets of them going like, they're chanting like "fuck the Bills, fuck the Bills." And I'm just going like, you just can't be happy for your team right now. Like you're
It's
really
always gonna be fuck the Bills now.
It's gonna be fuck the Bills. So that
for them. Yeah. Okay, let's talk about the win total. We've done 15 minutes. I feel like I could talk to you forever about all of this. I haven't brought up a single betting line. Producer Ryan's like, probably like, Steph, you need to reel it in here. The win total's at 11.5, minus 161 to the over, 131. You got to be you have to be out of your fucking mind to take the under on this team here.
The Bills are going 17-0.
I think they go, I don't know. I'll give them 11-6 next year. I'll be a little negative.
Wow.
But they can still go to the Super Bowl. I'm still fine with them going to the Super 12. Let's do 12-5.
Okay.
I noticed a pattern though. If you look at your win total, so 2020, 13-3, 11-6, 13-3, 11-6, 13-4. It's gonna be an 11-win season. You guys are patterned. You're a pattern.
Bills had a really, really hard schedule last year, and they still pulled off 13 wins. Their schedule this year is way easier. I'm telling you.
Is it?
I'm telling you, this is a good year to go, and I think they shored up the defense. That was sort of the problem last year. Didn't really add too many receiving weapons. I know people wanted to see.
Yeah.
Wanted to see a receiver, picking the draft to get Josh Allen, a legitimate weapon there after, the season after the loss of Stephon Diggs. But, I think he's proven that, like, he could be MVP with Ryan and I out there as wide receivers. Well, maybe not Ryan. Maybe with 2 of me out there as wide receivers.
Yeah.
They really invested heavily. They did bring in a couple free agent wide receivers. They got Josh Palmer.
I think you might be breaking up a little bit here. I can't really hear you that well. No, don't say sorry. I'm jumping in so that maybe we can give your mic a second here to figure it out. I don't want to lose all the wonderful things that you were saying. Let's see if I have you back.
Did you get my dig at Ryan? Did you hear my dig at Ryan at least?
I didn't. So that's the part that I was like, hold on. We gotta make sure I get the dig at Ryan back in. Give me the dig at Ryan again, because I think we did have a little moment where you cut out.
Okay, got it. Joke is never as good the second time you tell it in a row. But I said a lot of people wanted to see the Bills.
I think your mic hates you. What's going on? Am I the only one? Ryan, do you hear that?
Okay, is that better? Is that better?
I don't know. Ryan says he can't hear you. Chat says they might not be able to hear you. What a day we're having here on the Stephie Smalls show. Maybe I'll do an ad read. Why don't I do an ad read while we figure this out? Think you know ball? Then you have to enter Circa's football contest with $21 million in guaranteed prizes. There is no rake, so if entries go above the guarantee, all extra money will go to the prize pool. Circa Million, you pick 5 teams against the spread each week or go for the ultimate sweat in Circa Survivor. There is even the Circa Grandissimo, a $100,000 Survivor contest if you're a big dog. That's for you, okay? You can jump in on that. I don't think I'm going to do that, but I think this year I am going to do the Circa Million, and I think we have to do content around it. You must register in person at a Circa Sportsbook in Nevada. Is it Nevada or Nevada? Like someone, I lived there and I don't know. Great excuse to book a trip to Las Vegas. Come contest weekend. Come hang out with me. I will be doing a fantasy football draft too, so you guys can jump in on that. I know David is in the chat. He was in it last year. Sign up in Nevada, whatever you say. Play from anywhere with the help of SGPN's official proxy. Go to footballcontest.com and use promo code SGP to get $50 off your proxy fees. Let's see how this went. I'm not positive how it went. We're going to find out. How's it sound? How's it sound? Let me see. I don't know. I don't think it's better. Might not be better. I jump off, maybe jump back in. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, let's do that. Maybe where I can jump in or can even move on to the Dolphins, maybe wrap that up afterwards.
Hey,
how's it going?
Oh, good. We're having a lot of technical issues today.
We are having a day. How's everyone in the chat? I hope everyone's having a great time. I am having a great time.
Sorry, he's having a day. Oh,
we're having a day.
Okay. So we're gonna bring our Dolphins expert in then.
We'll do that. And if we have to go back to the Bills, that was a lovely conversation anyways in the beginning. So we could always revert back if we need to.
Okay. So now bringing on
quite literally in Ryan's studio. Yeah. Woo.
Yeah. Hell of an intro.
Brad Allred. Hello. How's it going?
Oh, not as good as you know?
Yeah.
How many fucking high noons you at right now?
So we can listen, I'm double fisted.
What's the over-under on high noons? I fucking adore you.
So, I mean, this will be quick. This is like a 2-second thing. Dolphins are winning.
Usually
Dolphins
guys
are winning.
tell me that. Not women, okay? I'm going to be quick, all right? I'm fucking efficient, okay? Yeah, Dolphins are going 4-13. Mike McDaniel getting fired.
Winning the Super Bowl. We're all
How have I been through more tables than the fucking Bills fan? Get out of here, dude. My team sucks and I go through tables.
Put a start.
I know. We always start on fire. That's why we're back. That's why I'm back. You get stuck with me a lot now for the season.
I know.
By the way.
The Dolphins. What do we want to the fucking Dolphins?
We can cry on each other's shoulders, okay? I mean,
all right,
you ready for this?
Dolphins here. I mean,
first bet I looked up today.
Congrats on my buddy Darren Waller. Some rapping coming to you in Miami.
Let's get somebody else in recovery and move them to Miami and see how fucking well that goes. God damn it!
Oh, Darren Waller. Okay, you guys lost. This is interesting. So the ads, we're gonna go right into what.
Yeah, go through my whole
we're just
team
gonna jump
here.
right in. This
Please
is a vacation episode. I'm on the floor. Fuck you guys. Just so you know, I'm here is what I'm doing.
What happened to your Formula One tank top? I got so many questions.
I was sweating. I didn't like the way my arms looked. It was a whole disaster. The Dolphins, look at this. How cool is this? Zach Wilson is your backup quarterback.
Oh, Zach Wilson's our backup. And you ready for this? We're underdogs to Danny Dimes week 1. The Colts are -1.5.
Wow.
I knew you would love that. That was the first bet I looked up, and I was like, Danny Dimes favored? When's the last time you favored Danny Dimes? I'll wait.
I don't think he was ever favored as a Giant, to be honest. Maybe once or twice against the Commanders.
Playoffs. You went to the fucking playoffs.
We did go to the playoffs with Daniel Jones. He'll probably kick your ass week 1, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I know, right? That's dude, exactly. That's our season. That's everything else. Like, we're going to lose immediately.
Okay, so you added a guard, whatever. No one cares about the big boys. I care about the big boys, so that's fine. You guys need offensive line help. What is going on? Ryan, what are you doing? Get out of the... Okay.
Ryan's like, get in the fucking
does he need his vape? Okay, Darren Waller. Is that what he's saying? Darren Waller.
Waller,
Fitzpatrick is home. Do you like that?
Hey,
are we happy about that?
we had him for a year, and it was him and Brian Flores. Remember? Him and B-Flow got into it, and that's when we traded him away. I mean, honestly, with Jaylen, to save money, we saved 17 million off the cap, 14 million off the cap.
To do what though? What are you doing?
To get worse at tight end and to get worse at corner. Name our 3 starting corners. I dare you. Anybody that you are a nationally syndicated sports talk host, and you can't name 1 corner on our team. Like, we're gonna get fucking shredded. Oh,
but maybe not. Could be fun.
Hey, you never know.
I don't know. There's
know.
a lot to like here a little bit as well. You know who I do like a lot is Westbrook Akine. I love that.
Okay, yeah, great. Huge.
Love a nice little deep threat action. We will be betting a lot. You guys will see him. He was always the longest reception king for me. Yeah. I did not realize you added Alexander Madison. Don't give a fuck about that.
He's our 3rd running back. So, I mean, what else is he going to do?
To me. A-Chain, Not-Chan, whatever you want to call him. I'm excited for him this year. That's
Gold
good.
Jacket, green jacket, who gives?
Whatever the fuck you want to, whatever you pick the name, you can you can call him that. Jalen Wright, do you have any feelings towards him or?
I mean, it's his 2nd season. Let's see. A-Chan is a tiny little fella, and I love Jalen Wright at Tennessee. I thought that was a great draft pick.
We love a tiny running back, to be honest.
I love a tiny little man. I don't know what a tiny man that can move. I'm
nothing like
king.
a tiny man. I agree.
I want some guy that's 5'8" and cleats.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah, baby.
That's the good stuff. You lost Jalen Ramsey. We talked about him. You gifted me Holland. I'm very excited about him. He's been a player that I like, but it didn't work out for you guys there.
I mean, he was great for us. It's not, we just didn't re-sign him. We didn't have cap. We were in cap hell because of Tua's contract on top of it. Tyreek's cap hit is like 51 mil this season.
And he's like probably going to get himself into some sort of trouble and not play.
I mean, he could get arrested on week 1 on the way to the stadium like last season. I mean, what the fuck are we going to do?
It's something.
Here's the thing. I've been seeing SGPN having the Jaylen Waddle Offensive Player of the Year.
I like it.
Hammering at home. Tyreek's going to get a little banged up. We got rid of Jonnu, right? So this is the whole point of that is we're going back to basics, and we're just going to feed our receivers. So, and if Tyreek gets banged up, maybe miss some games, maybe has another baby mom situation, who knows, you know?
How many baby mom situations can you have?
I think he had more kids than touchdowns last season.
Amazing.
He had more children.
That is just like.
Also, well, he was married. Blows my mind. Blows my mind, dude. That's a Dolphin. That's a Miami Dolphin right there. That guy right there. Fucking put him on the thing.
You know what the thing is? Like, there's the phrase to each their own, but like I don't understand that. Like I can't just say to each their own, like wear a condom. Like I don't.
No, dude. Do you care? Do you value your wealth? You know, like I'm
That's
40, never married, no kids.
He doesn't want to pay the income taxes. He has so many fucking kids he has to pay for.
Do you know how hard it is to be 40, never married, no kids? I am hanging on to this dream called freedom forever. Like, why? It's not hard. I haven't busted in a girl since Nam. I couldn't tell you what that feels like. Have a little fucking respect, Tyreek. No, Jalen's over under is what I'm hammering for this season. It's 950 yardage wise. Big fan of that.
Hammer
he's going to hit 1,000. He's going to hit
that.
a fucking 1,000. A-Chan's over-under is 875. You know, it depends on if he's
I'm going to be honest with you, too. I guess we're moving right to player stats, which we can do. And then we can go back to some of these other things. Like, I am probably taking the under on Tua's passing yards, though.
Because it's 3,500.
With your noggin, I don't know, man. I just think that the value is minus 135. I'm still gonna fucking probably take the under.
He could wake up tomorrow and be like, "I want to be a fireman."
51st dates. 51st dates. You have to replay it could happen. That's the thing. It really could happen.
Spiders 2Y banana. Russian yards was it A-Chan? Was it?
Should I remind everyone that you're a comedian, or is everyone?
I am I'm such a piece of shit. Just tell them I'm a piece of shit.
No, none of that. We got to take the over. Hold on.
875. Is that what you're saying?
No. Listen, 900.5. That's an easy over at minus 105 for his rushing yards.
I've got him I put him in at 875.
Wow. What fucking book are you looking at?
FanDuel, it finally got legalized.
Oh, I can't get FanDuel here in Maine, apparently.
I know. You did too good with your career.
Jesus. Okay.
Yeah, 2 at 35.
Like
what do you think?
Like Waddle's a lot.
Do you think Tyreek hits over 1,000?
No.
No, right? Hammer under 1,000.
But then there's the other side of it. And maybe he just does have like an insane season.
He's the cheetah, dude. You don't know. I mean, his first season, Miami
I think I stay away from it is what I would do.
2 years ago, we led the league in everything. Passing, receiving yards, running. We were like, and then we're down. Hey, listen, we went to the playoffs. We got banged up. We played the Chiefs in Kansas City in -3.
You tried your hardest.
I've tried, Hey, we want to have him win a playoff game in 25 seasons. So maybe, understand what you're dealing with here. A lot of mediocrity. How about Tua on most regular season passing touchdowns is behind JJ McCarthy. JJ McCarthy is going to throw more touchdowns than fucking Tua. He's behind JJ McCarthy, Bo Nix, Trevor Lawrence. I get Jordan Love and I get Stafford. Dak Prescott, come on.
I'm starting to think the T-Loss stuff is getting a little too much. We were just comparing him to Daniel Jones at the end of last season, and now you guys are slurping on him.
You got Travis Hunter. I get Brian Thomas as a stud. Way to come out, way to have a rookie year, but like you get Hunter, and that's where you're going. Most regular season receiving yards, Tyreek Hill's plus 1,400, not the worst, but Jaylen plus 3,800. That's a sleeper to put $10 on and just let that ride.
That.
I do too. Big fan of that one. What else? Hold on.
Their win total here.
Oh man, win totals are pretty depressing.
We got to go through these. Win total is 8.5. Minus
Under.
186 on the over. Okay, I'm good. I think what you do is if you like this team, which it just could go, this is probably an in-season type situation where they lose a couple, but I'm like, I think they can get it back, and then I get a better number. Because I think the value, you'd have to take an alt line if you feel confident in this team. Because what are we doing taking that? You're not taking fucking minus 186.
Nobody is thinking the Dolphins win over 8.5 games this year. Can we all be real for a moment?
Yeah, but it makes me, I think I'm going to bet them to win 10.
Okay. Well, thank you for losing your money. I really appreciate the
One
love,
more high noon,
the support.
Swear to God.
I mean, we're right now in third place in the division, right? Like we're plus 700 to win. The Jets.
Does that seem fair?
Yeah, absolutely. Actually, I mean, besides New England, New England at least made moves. They value defense. Drake May.
We talked about they're so young.
We still talked about Stephon Diggs and his Tusi.
His Tusi, yes.
Boats and hose, dude. I love that man.
Cardi B.
I love that man. And he's with Cardi B. They get the attention. That man is good vibes. That man is bringing
anything for a Bill Belichick Cardi B picture. I'm so pissed.
Can we get his girlfriend involved too? Can we get a Belichick girlfriend, Stephon Diggs girlfriend group photo? Maybe a hang? Oh,
yes.
Oh,
shit, that's good. So there's no value here. They're not winning the East. The thing is, like, honestly, I'm so fucking excited to be done talking about this division. Like, I love you guys. I love your fans. I think everyone's very passionate. Minus the Jets are just very grumpy. But like, I'm so sick of this division because there's not a lot to talk about here. The Bills are winning this division. Period.
Yeah, exactly. It's over.
And
it's
that's
the Nooners talking just popped up. That's awesome.
All right, whatever, guys. I also have an eyelash that is like dangling off right now. There's no they're 75-1 to win the Super Bowl.
Let's see what our Super Bowl odds here. Hold on.
I see 75-1 on.
Yep,
bookie.ag.
Even the AFC Championship is 35-1. So yeah, dude, not looking good.
It's a little tough here.
This is the year where we implode and it's another rebuild.
No.
I was so excited for McDaniel when we got him. And then we had that year, we had the Ferrari year. And the more he has transitioned into like cocaine dealer, narcos trafficker of speedboats. And look, our team is just downhill.
So you're out on
I love the guy.
To win coach of the year.
I saw that too. Hold on.
Are we out on that? I think
no, yeah. I got 30-1. So it must be
39-1 there. If you guys are in on that, mybookie.ag.
They must have been listening to me talk for the last 6 months about this team because there's not a lot of positives, man. I don't see any positives. Our line's gotten worse to our
No, I think all the player stat lines are worth a look at the over, other than Tua. Yes. I think Tua's passing is worth a look on the under, because even say he gets banged up, he only misses like 3 games. It's not the end of the world. You probably will still hit that.
Yeah, 3,500 yards. I mean, he threw for almost 5, remember, 2 years ago. And then now it's just staying healthy.
But I like the overs on all of these stat lines here. What is this?
Your buddy from the Sports Gambling Podcast Network hammering Jaylen Waddle as offensive player of the year. Big beefy.
Fan. Did everyone see that?
Big fan on that. What, you got beefy? What?
He got kind of beefy. He looked really large in one of the.
Yeah. Okay, now I see what you're talking about. Jaylen?
Beefy.
I don't know get a little
proper phrase. He looks like.
I was like, beefy. What in the Arby's is going on around here?
Yeah. So we're in on all the overs as far other than Tua's, because if he bangs his little head, I'm riding with Sean and Ryan on that. I'm all in on Waddle. Fuck it. Why not?
I'm all in on Waddle too.
Why fucking not?
The whole point of getting rid of Jonnu and doing all that is opening up to where our receivers get more targets. So I think, and I don't think Tyreek's going to be, I think something's going to happen with Tyreek. Either get traded, have a problem, have an issue, choke somebody. I don't know what he does. I just don't feel like he's going to be on the field.
They should put odds out on what Tyreek will get in trouble for.
So I would love to do a comic line of Antonio Brown CTE kind of scenarios. Oh, that'd be so much fun. Probably wouldn't have a job, but I would have a lot of fun.
True. How do you see this division playing out? I feel like I asked you before. Let's see if it's changed at all.
I see Bills 1. Dolphins and Pats are going to vie for who's going to be the most mediocre second place.
I got Dolphins at 2, I think.
Yeah, I mean it's a coin flip at this point, and it's everybody forgets it's Mike Vrabel, dude. Very different. Vrabel's a winning guy. I trust that guy. I'm really sad that he's in our division.
He did say he would cut his what off, and
yeah, good for him. See, that's the kind of thing that nobody.
And the thing is, he meant it. He wasn't just talking.
Ever say. Yeah, you know what any Miami Dolphin fan would say? No.
No, I think I'm okay, actually.
Yeah. No gray worm from Game of Thrones. We're gonna be fine. Like,
who do you guys?
I see.
So you have Pat second.
I'd say Pat second, Dolphins third, Jets fourth. And I hate to say that out loud. I hope New England's plane crashes every week. I hate that team with every bone in my body. I know. Sorry. Censor that, Ryan. Producer Ryan.
No, it's okay. He's literally sitting next to you.
He's not. He's in the other room. He leaves when I get on it.
All right.
He doesn't want to yell at me.
That I got about the Dolphins.
Okay.
Fuck, marry, kill. I don't know if you can say kill. Fuck, marry, unalive.
Okay, there you go. Good move.
Josh Allen. It's too late. What do you mean? It's too late. I already said it. Josh Allen, Tua, and Mike McDaniel.
Ooh, I'm going to fuck Mike McDaniel. He seems like a good little twink. I can hold him down. That'd be a good time. No, Mike McDaniel's beautiful. Me and my girlfriend both have a hall pass on Mike McDaniel, by the way. Really? This is what you do. This is how you get your girlfriend to watch sports. You're like, hey, hall pass our coach. And if you're going to fuck him, that means I'm going to fuck him. We're both going to do it. So we're going to fuck and then we're going to marry Tua. He's a good guy. Have you seen him bring his daughter to training camp? Oh, it's adorable.
He is a good guy. He's a wholesome man. He's a Hawaiian wholesome man. I love him.
He's going to play ukulele while I eat barbecue.
He's a sweet baby. Like, he's just a sweet boy. Like, I just want good things to happen to him.
That's the girl you marry, That's Tua. That's awesome. Plus, we're the same size.
Someone I'm close to loves the Dolphins, and I just want them to be good for them.
And then obviously we're killing Josh Allen. I mean, he's too talented. He's too good. I love the guy. I hate how much I love the Bills lately. Their franchise is done the right way. Raw dog defense. They're going to raw dog defense.
You just said that out loud.
It's because it just popped up. I think I love the team. I really do. Like, if I had to start a Madden franchise right now, I would start one with the Bills way before I would the Dolphins to have fun playing the game.
Do we have any interest? You're going to hate this.
I can't wait.
Any interest in betting them to make
playoffs? No, not at all.
Let you get out of here?
Honestly.
They're only plus 175. What do you fucking mean? Give me a little. I can't get a plus 200. Fuck you.
I know. Give me something. Give me plus 400.
Yeah.
I mean, look at the AFC. The AFC's fucking stacked. How are we gonna name the? Okay, we're the 8th team, the 9th team.
I kind of like it.
There's no way.
But hear me out. If Josh Allen were to get hurt, like, tell me that there isn't value on the Dolphins at plus 620.
See, okay, now we're talking. Now it takes a catastrophic injury to even talk positively about my team.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying.
No,
I know.
I'm just a realist, and I've watched this team every week for fucking 40 years. It's the worst relationship I've ever been in.
8.5, Eric, in the chat there. It's only 8.5. Don't get excited. All right, give me a final. I need a final record prediction before I let you get out of here because I think we're.
I told you 4-13, melting it down. We're going 4-13. Okay, let me.
They win at least 9 games. No.
Okay, let me tell you. The only thing that helps is our schedule, right? So we start off.
10. That's what I said too, Eric. It was 10.
Colts week 1, right? Pats
all right,
week 2.
Let's do it. Colts win.
No, we're losing. They're favored. They're favored.
Colts don't win week 1. Is it at home?
No, we're at Indy. We're at Indy week 1.
If Daniel Jones plays, you lose. If Anthony Richardson plays, you win.
We got a chance. You never know. But then,
okay, we'll give it an early L.
Okay, we'll take an early L, but it could be that's a 50-50, right? That's a coin flip of a game. It could go either way.
Then it's a win. Just win or loss.
Okay, I'll take a dub week 1, right? And then Pats week 2. But it's in Miami.
Win. It's too early for them. Win.
That we win in Miami against New England.
They start 2-0. We're 2-0.
Okay, but this is where it's going to go downhill. Bills week 3, Jets week 4.
Wait. Are Bills coming to you though?
No, we're going to Bills. So we're 2-1.
We're 2-1.
We're 2-1. And then we're at home against the Jets, but we always lose at home to the Jets. It's a guarantee.
We're 3-1 here. 3-1.
I'm telling you, this is like we're the defense that Justin Fields is going to have like the lifetime game of against. He's going to destroy us. Then we got the Panthers, who sneakily I am really high on.
No, you beat them early. You beat them early on.
No, it's week 5 though, and it's not that early. And then it's the Browns.
So negative. Okay, all right.
I'm not negative. I know my team, dude. Okay, you think the Giants are winning the Super Bowl this year?
No.
Exactly. So fucking come on.
Giants are never going back to the Super Bowl.
Hey, how did it feel to win 2 in your lifetime? Okay,
it was pretty fucking awesome. I'm sorry.
We haven't won a playoff game in 25 years since I was 15 years old.
Yeah, it's fucked up. I don't know.
It's terrible. That's why I'm so jaded. I'm hurt.
Yeah.
I'm like Will Smith still with Jada.
That's why.
Okay,
that's what's wrong about you, Dolphins men.
I am Will Smith, sitting on the sidelines, just getting cucked by his wife.
You got 4 wins.
I got 4. I'm going 4. I'm going 4-13. I'm not.
So
kidding.
What? Then you're expecting Tua to get hurt like week 7 and then not.
No,
win anything else.
Here's what I'm expecting: us to go 1-4. 1-5 and melt it down, and then maybe win a couple games. Get that new coach.
Okay.
Couple games. But all right, let me be a little more realistic. Let's go 6-8. Or no, hold on. What is that? Wow, I can't do fucking math. 6-11. 6-11. Let's do that.
Did you say 6-8?
Yeah. Whoa. Yeah, I haven't been drinking. I have no excuses.
Well, soon. Hopefully, you'll be able to. All right, I'm gonna let you get out of here. I appreciate you coming on.
Didn't Ryan have some fun things for you to tell me? Was it just a fuck, marry, kill?
Let me pull one of these up. I did have
fins up, baby. I love this team more than anything. We're talking numbers here. Gambling means more to me.
See, like I can't. This is like, all right. I'm picking one of these. There's 3 here.
Brown fans would like to have a word. I just saw in the chat. That makes me so happy. You're right. You're the only franchise worse than us. I will cry on your shoulders.
Hold on. Listen, everyone. Just tell me the story about your bartender mom.
Oh no, my mom's trash. My mom's awesome, dude. My mom had me at 17, so we grew up together. Yeah, my mom also worked at a Hooters in Boca Raton when I was 14. So, I was popular for no reason. But my mom, we have a scenario. I do this as a comedy bit, but it's a real story. My mom worked at this place called Full Throttle Saloon, right? Very biker bar energy, like a lot of American spirit energy in this place. A lot of Paul Malls probably put out on my mom kind of energy. Like it's a pool hall, biker bar, trash place. And I was like, you know what? I'm in town. Let's pop in and see mom. And so I walk in and no lie, like walk into the bar and lock eyes with my mom while she's on stage in a wet t-shirt contest.
Oh no.
Oh yeah. You ever seen your mom in a wife beater holding 2 jugs of water? Like, hey baby.
No, I haven't. Unfortunately, fortunately for me, no, I have not.
Yeah, I was 34. I was like, cool, mom. Didn't know those were pierced. Like, yeah, somebody's going to chip a tooth.
Awesome.
Jesus. Yeah. No, that
sounds like Patrick in the chat. I date a few Hooters waitresses. Good time.
You remember when that used to be like an upper echelon? That was like right below stripper, those were.
I've actually never been to a Hooters.
Well, you're not missing much. That's a dead franchise. But back in like 05, 04 to like 2010, what a time to be alive.
Shout out mom.
Dude, shout out mom. I had a buddy of mine. Do we got moments for like a quick one? Just a quick little story. Quick one, sure. It's one of my favorite stories of all time. My buddy got married in Florida. Then we just all wedding party, jumped on a boat, went on a cruise. And my buddy just started dating this Hooters waitress and had maybe known her for 2 weeks and invited her on this cruise. And they get into a nothing fight immediately. He throws her in the pool. Her hair floats up to the top. So
oh no, it's unfortunate.
They get in such a nothing fight. He tosses her suitcase over the side of the
nothing fight is crazy.
Oh yeah, nothing fight 3 weeks in on a cruise and then fake hair, everything's coming out. If you've ever been on a cruise before, you know how tiny these rooms are. And so they got into a nothing fight day 1. We had 6 more days on this place, and they had to split time in the room. So one had day shift, one had night shift. So somebody just had to leave and just go away for 8 hours. Oh, fantastic! And then everybody else in your friend group is just, oh, where's your girlfriend? They got a Hooters on the boat now.
I love it. Tell everyone where they can find you before I get out of here.
Hell yeah. Brad Allred comedy. I was supposed to travel a lot. Lately, I've been just low key and hanging around in North Carolina. But, I'm all over the place. Check me out. Come say hello. Talk shit. I love doing this. Thanks for having me again. It's always a good time with you.
You are the best. I will talk to you soon. I have to stick some golf into this episode, which I'm going to do now. Hell yeah. All right. Underdog Best Ball Mania is happening all summer long, giving away $15 million in prizes, including $2 million to first place. No waiver wire, no arguments about trades, no stupid trades to just ignore. Best Ball is the best way to play fantasy football. I have been playing them nonstop since I've been on vacation. And of course, Underdog is also a great place to play Pick'em. I have an out of control slip for you for the Scottish Open, which is one of my favorite tournaments. Jordan Smith, not Jordan Spieth, Jordan Smith, Victor Perez, and Max Grazerman. Finishing position better than 20. That gets you. I was definitely a couple vacation cocktails down when I picked this out. 37.55x your money. So sign up with Smalls to claim your special pick and first time deposit offer up to $1,000 in bonus credits. UnderdogFantasy.com. Promo code Smalls. You've heard us talk about Rhythm before, and they just dropped a game-changing feature called Power Trends. These are AI detected patterns where Rhythm's model has consistently won and has a high ROI. Think a strikeout prop that wins 59% of the time when the line and win probability hit a certain range. You also know I ignore this every week so that I can quite literally stick golf into this episode, which is what I'm doing again. And if you haven't noticed, we have been doing very well with Rhythm and our golf picks. I am giving out who was high in my model this week, Siwoo Kim. Hate betting on Siwoo Kim, but my model projects him to finish 3rd. That's crazy, but we're going to do a short dog play plus 260 for him to get a top 20. And now we're going to try to jump back in to the Bills. Pray for us. Pray for us. Are we back? Can we talk about the Bills? I hope we can talk about the Bills.
I switched to my laptop. I think we're good. Are we good?
Oh, yes. sound fantastic now. Sorry for all of that. We got to talk. We talked about the win total when you were still on 11.5. I said you'd have to be a sick individual to take the under. I think you can either go look at some alt lines on that. Do you have any interest in Josh Allen doing a back-to-back MVP at plus 570? I am out on that, I believe. But I would listen to you if you have a case for that.
If he stays healthy, yes. I was listening and I heard you talking about, well, what if Josh Allen gets injured?
I did say that.
Year? Like as if I
usually my guests leave and they
enough.
don't sit backstage and listen to me yap.
Like why do you have to speak that into the world?
I'm sorry.
I like that guy. I like the guy. I like the shout out to the Dolphins guy though. He was funny. I liked him.
Fun.
You know, I appreciated his mom's stories and his appreciation for the Bills and our shared hatred for the Patriots. I mean, I'm not rooting for their plane to crash like that psychopath, but I hate the Patriots. Yeah, no, but that guy was great. Sorry, Josh Allen, MVP. Yes,
in on it.
Obviously,
they're winning the AFC East. That's crazy. AFC winner, like plus 370 isn't going to get me going, whether I think that they're going to win or not going to win the AFC. It's just not the number. I'd rather just take them to win the Super Bowl because my optimism would be that they get to the Super Bowl and then obviously they won the AFC.
Yeah, no, what I was saying earlier, and I don't think you guys could hear me, is that I think the Bills have done a really good job in the offseason of shoring up their biggest weaknesses and the reason why they haven't been able to get to a Super Bowl, because it's not Josh Allen. Like you'll be online and people will be like, well, how many rings does he have? This guy has played lights out in the playoffs for years, with the exception of maybe the Cincinnati game a couple of years ago where Diggs famously kind of went off on him on the sideline. He had an off day, but they've shored up the defense. Drafted almost entirely on that side of the ball. Brought in Joey Bosa, who hopefully stays healthy. I think if the defense is like 25% better than they were last year, we're going to beat the Chiefs.
Yeah,
at least
there's been a lot of talk about the Bills, like every time they kind of, come up short, whatever that looks like to some people, that they're going to reset and they're kind of just, they figure it out. Like there's not this big, we gotta fix. They're just kind of figuring it out. What went wrong? How can we put something in place to make that happen? I want to ask you, there's two lines. I've bet one of them. I've already bet Keon Coleman to go over 750.5 receiving yards.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Because I know everyone is very high on Khalil Shakir, and I hear everyone, and I love everyone for it, but I don't want Keon Coleman to get forgotten about. And Shakir's line is actually like 25.5 yards higher than his.
I think Keon is a good bet. He is getting, there's been a lot of positive buzz from minicamp that he came back with new purpose this year, that he put on a lot of weight, that he's running routes better. He did have kind of an injury-plagued season. He was off to a pretty good start for a rookie last year and then kind of disappeared for the second half of the year. But I think he was playing pretty injured. And I think the coaches and management have really sort of, put him not to task, but been like, listen, like we need a big year for you. Especially because they didn't draft another wide receiver until I think the 7th round. They didn't go out. I mean, they got Palmer, they got Elijah Moore, but they didn't go out and get DK Metcalf. They're really counting on Shakir and I think Coleman to lead the way. So personally, I expect big things from Keon.
And the James Cook, he's gonna play, right? Like James Cook is gonna be. Yes.
He's playing this year.
It's fine. Okay. Yeah. So his over like the 99.50.5, like to me is worth a sprinkle. I even would look, I haven't looked at them quite yet, but like I would look to some alt lines and getting 1,000+ and seeing if you can get yourself a little bit better odds there. He's gone over the 1,000 yards 2 seasons in a row. There's no reason that he shouldn't do that again. And maybe if he wants to get paid from somewhere else, it's more of an incentive for him to do so this year as well.
Yeah, I think he'll go over 1,000. I think the one roadblock that he might face is the fact that because of his contract status, because of the fact that the Bills may not keep him more than a year, just because he might be priced out of Buffalo with Josh's contract and everybody else, is that they might start giving more. And this has already been something sort of talked about among sort of the Buffalo media. They might give more touches to Ray Davis, who's kind of coming up, just to see.
I love prettiest eyes in the league. That's what I call him.
He is. I mean, I think he's a star. I think he's a star in the making. I think he's going to be around for a long time. So I'm excited. Yeah, I'm excited to see what Ray Davis does. I think that's the only thing that could possibly detract from or injury, obviously, that could detract from a 1,000-yard season for Mr. Cook.
Okay, you gotta give me. All right, what's the final score prediction for you for these Buffalo Bills?
Score prediction?
I mean, record prediction. Record. I have vacation brain.
I mean, I say, I
You're
say
like, score prediction. What the fuck are you talking about?
Like for all the games combined.
Yeah, every you go one by one.
Yeah. I mean, I want to say 17-0, but I don't want to sound like a homer, so
you can do that.
I'm gonna say 15-2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like I got him 11-6. We're gonna follow their little pattern that they go.
The Bills are known to Bills a few games, where like you're just like, how the fuck did they lose that game? Yeah. So that might knock them down to 14-3.
Okay, fair. I think that's very fair.
I'm going 15-2.
I love it. And how does the division play out?
Bills, Pats, Dolphins, Jets. I disagree with my Dolphins friend there. I don't think we're going to win. What do you say, 7 games?
I think so by the end. I kind of bullied him into that. To be fair, I bullied him into that. I did say he said 4 to begin with.
He said 4. I think the Dolphins can win at least 8 this year. Okay. And then I'm going to go Jets in last place.
Okay. Love it. Tell people where they can find you when the documentary is coming out. I appreciate you coming on, and I will let you get out of here.
Yeah, I'm DJ Kevlar, Instagram, and the docu-series is called Just One Before I Die. We're going to be announcing where and when it premieres very, very soon, but look for it in like the early fall.
Love it. I appreciate you. I'll let you get out of here. If you guys have not entered our little review contest, go do that. Thanks for hanging in with me while it was a little chaotic, and I'll see you guys on Wednesday. Hopefully it won't be as chaotic on Wednesday.